Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
So, but anyway, on to happier Marvel news, continuing on with Phase 4, as we've talked about. It was announced this week that Kevin Feige officially confirmed that Star Trek Picard showrunner Terry Matalas will be helming the upcoming Vision series. I didn't know if this one was going to happen or not, and I'm really excited to hear that they've gotten a showrunner that's like got some serious credibility right now.
The only drawback for me is that means we are not going to be getting Star Trek Legacy.
That got canceled long ago as
Yeah.
an idea.
What was Legacy supposed to be about?
Seven of
Seven
Nine.
and the crew of the Enterprise G. It
Okay.
was supposed to carry
Oh,
on from season 3 of Picard, and also see what the hell Q wanted with Crusher and Picard's kid.
Yep.
Crusher and Picard had a kid? Oh,
You
wait.
haven't seen season
Kevin.
3 yet?
Wait, never mind. I was thinking of Riker. I'm like, wait, how did that happen?
Riker and Troy had 2. One of them unfortunately didn't survive.
Oh, bummer.
Correct.
Yeah, they're now in one of the okay, I know I'm zero pointing here, but they something that was like a deleted scene or deleted dialogue from season 3, they would have revealed that Riker and Troy's daughter was at now at Starfleet Academy
Oh, okay.
when all the shit went down with the Borg.
Oh, see, again, I still need to watch Picard. I haven't watched any of it.
Don't watch the first 2 seasons. Just watch season 3.
Just go for season 3.
Oh,
Seriously.
okay then.
Because that is the season we all wanted. That is when they did the Next Generation reunion.
Okay, because yeah, what I'm hearing like, oh, they're bringing Data back. Oh, and they killed him. I'm like, I don't need to watch it. Okay. But then I hear it wasn't Data, so it doesn't matter. But I'm still kind of like, I'm gonna hear Blue Skies. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to. Thank you for playing.
There's some fan service in there, but god damn it, it's good fan service.
Yes.
I do like fan service.
And wait till you see the Constitution 3 class.
Oh, all right
Yeah,
then.
Those are dope.
Yep, the Titan A.
Yep.
So
That almost sounds code. I like it.
well,
It is.
Titan
Awesome.
was the ship Riker took command of at the end of Nemesis.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So
Cool. All right. No more Titan ass jokes.
Whoopsh.
if you need to tighten that A, I think that's on you, man.
Be more strict. Click, 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 click. So anyway, I'm kind of excited to hear about that then. So it's like I've heard nothing but great things about Picard season 3, like specifically from you guys. The entire rest of the internet has just raved about it. I saw nobody saying bad things about that. So having someone like that come in to write Vision is really important. And the reason I think is because Vision's not that great of a character. I don't think a Vision series is going to draw the viewers that they think it was going to. So a good showrunner is really going to be necessary. Like, unless they really kind of tie him into Wanda and stuff like that and figuring out who Vision is again, I don't see this being a good thing. That interesting of a thing, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
I guess we're just gonna have to see what Metalis is gonna do with it, because, like you said, I mean, the man's good.
He is
Man
very,
very
good.
good.
Can you do it with a comic book property like The Vision, though? That's the big question.
That's the question.
I don't know. Golly, I've heard rumors that Ultron could be coming back to the movies, so maybe there's going to have something to do with Ultron in this. That would be interesting to me. But who's to say? And again, who is this Vision without the Soul Gem too? Does he
Mhm.
have anything to do with Wanda without that? Or is it the Mind Stone? I don't remember.
Was it the mind? I forget
I
which
think it's
stone
the
it
Mind
was.
Stone.
Yeah, I think
And
you're right.
Yeah, because the Soul Gem, I think, is the one that Natalia had to give her life for.
Yeah, yeah, and it was the one that Thanos sacrificed
Gamora for.
Gamora. I could not remember her name for whatever reason.
Gamora.
Gamal.
Gamora.
Gamora?
Oh, and on to sillier comic book movie news. Captain America 4, Harrison Ford said that he liked playing Red Hulk. It gave him the chance to basically be silly and act like a buffoon. And then he had to
like himself.
well, no, because like he doesn't necessarily like being silly. I think Harrison's like a smart dude. I think he's a classy dude, not necessarily a nerdy guy. I don't think he's a Star Wars fan at all, beyond having to go to work. That's all that shit is to him. I think it probably annoys the living daylights out of him. So to enter in another IP like this is baffling to me in a way. Like, go
He's
you.
over 80.
Well, yeah. Well, again, AI, you could do,
Yeah,
well, not AI, CG, all the stuff that he needs to do. They're mocapping his face, and that's it. Maybe
Yeah,
his
probably-
arms.
probably just came down to however many zeros they put in his pay.
Well, they
Mhm.
reshot the movie like 3 frickin' times. He had to pay him. He ain't gonna do that for free.
Can you imagine having to call Donald Pleasance back on the set of Halloween? Like, fuck, we got to redo this again. All right, call Loomis.
Call Loomis and make sure we got a stock of whiskey.
Yeah.
Stock of whiskey and money.
Hope he's at least somewhat sober.
Just for 5 minutes, please.
Then
Unlike
you can
his appearance at Comic-Con where he was apparently high as a kite.
Oh God.
Pleasance? Or are you talking
Oh,
about?
Harrison.
Oh yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck him. That was cool though. If he would have ripped his shirt off like Hulk Hogan style, that would have been cool.
Let me tell you something, dude.
Brother. And then here is our first look at Tim Blake Nelson as the leader. This really hasn't made its rounds yet, but here he is. We see icy hair on him.
Yeah.
The beard is there, but I also see what looks like is probably hair, and I hope not. Golly, I hope not. Like, I don't know. I think he's going to do good. I don't think they're going to nail the leader as a character. I don't think it's going to be the same character from the comics that we're going to see in the movies. The character in the comics, I think, and Justin, if you're still watching, please correct me if I'm wrong. The leader, Sam Stearns, is more interested in creating mutations and evolving things, say like Mr. Sinister would be, than playing with politics and the U.S. government. So I really don't know where they're going to take the plot for this movie. It's got a variety of different villains in it that they're using together. The Serpent Squad, the leader, Red Hulk. I'm just not sure. And I can't help but to say, I hope that's not his hair on top of his head.
And why do they have Hulk villains in a Captain America movie?
Because I also think Hulk is supposed to be in this movie. I didn't put the slide in it because it could be easily misconstrued, but someone suggested that Anthony Mackie said that the Hulk was in the movie. I think he was more than likely talking about the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
But they were suggesting that he was talking about Bruce Banner going to be in this picture. Golly, if you have Bruce Banner in this, if you need another superhero to come in and save the day with you, while you've already got a sidekick with you, you're training your sidekick and debuting him. Now you need one of the original Avengers to come in and save your ass. That's not going to be a good movie.
No, that's a bad look.
I'm gonna make it worse. It's gonna be She-Hulk. And Scar.
Oh, auntie or cousin and Scar. They're gonna have to introduce Scar again at some point or reintroduce him
with a
for
better
Battle World.
hairline.
God, that was
Sorry.
Goro looked better in both Mortal Kombat pictures. Like he
Yep.
really did.
Very true.
So, but anyway, on the happier Marvel news, Marvel's first family. Here's some new artwork. I don't dislike this artwork. I like it. I like the way that their costumes look. It's very 60s-ish.
That I do like.
You know, I don't know if you guys hung out much in school, but I graduated with Paul Silva's brother James, and whenever I would go hang out with James on the weekends or after school and stuff, we'd go raid Paul's comic books. He was always working at Bob's the video store.
Yeah.
And Paul had every Fantastic Four comic book from like I think issue 8 on.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I got to read from like from 8 on. I got to see Galactus and then with Namor and stuff like that, and the Silver Surfer, and it was all such cool shit. So this really does kind of remind me of that. I'll never ever forget getting to see those, and this makes me happy. And this is what I hope I get to feel a little bit of. But I can't help but to dread, oh gosh, am I going to be anticipating that feeling of reading those old comic books on the floor with James while watching cartoons? Or am I going to end up seeing some shit like Ant-Man and the Wasp Part 3 with weird old looking MODOK? But anyway.
God, MODOK.
Here are some pictures from last weekend at Comic-Con that they showed to the audience that were not put out on the internet until I scoured hard enough. Again, the costumes, if you look on the lower right-hand corner down there, they look kind of like what you'd see on the old 90s cartoon. Same colors, same pattern scheme. I can't say I dislike that. I really do kind of enjoy it. Reed looking like a dork professor. I enjoy that.
Now,
But-
are those costumes, or is that like the underclothes for the spacesuits?
This is going to be their underclothes for their spacesuits, which I'm imagining become their costumes.
Okay. I see
And-
where you're going.
Unless they retcon that. And then here you see a picture on the dating game of with Benji, which I think is fucking totally cool. And then here, I read about this last week, and I didn't get to see it until like the day after. Gail Simone posted this too, and I'm totally happy about it. This, minus the heads, picture no heads in front of you, is supposed to be you looking from the back of a building out at the window, like an open window across a whole New York skyline, and there's this giant looking into the building at you.
Nice.
That's Galactus, and I'm just kind of like, oh, that could be so cool.
At least it's not a cloud.
I was just gonna say that.
Well, God bless her heart, and fucking Gale. That's not Galactus. It doesn't look cloudy at all.
God, sometimes she is just the ultimate troll, and I love it.
Considering she's trolling her own company, it's marvelous.
I see what you did there.
I love her so much. She really
She's
is.
great. She really is great.
So, but going on to phase 6 being doomed, if you will.
Ugh.
Robert here. Oh, God damn it. Edge is popping up again. Robert here had to sit in the back of this limo until it was time for him to come out. And then he had to put this mask on before he came out of the limo. So nobody but maybe the limo driver knew what he was doing there. He wasn't, in the green room with the rest of the Avengers or anybody else having a coffee or whatever else. He was waiting. It was a surprise to everybody. And I think that's so fucking cool for him. But let's take a look at some of the things that he's getting returning to the MCU, aside from hundreds of millions of dollars. He gets to be jetted around in his own personal private jet paid for by Marvel. or Disney, rather. I'm sure he's probably already got his own personal jet if he needed one or had one. Like, it's already available to him. He's already got another one now paid for by Marvel. He has a trailer compound, not a trailer, a compound of trailers.
Jesus.
That's like the most giantest pillow fort you could possibly think of. Like, I have a whole town of pillows and trailers. And that's going to go wherever he wants. And he also gets a small German country called Latveria in Eastern Europe. I think it's going to be marvelous. He's getting a lot of shit for this. Gwyneth Paltrow, when she found out about it the next day, she responded by going, "Oh wow, I don't get it. Are you a baddie now?"
Are we surprised by this?
No, but I was really shocked and saddened that she and I had the same response. I don't get it. Are you a bad now?
Do you speak English?
Goop English? Oh, I'm going to 0 point on Goop. I'm sorry. It's already coming. I feel it.
You're welcome.
Stanky ass candles that I'd probably light anyway just because.
Take a whiff.
Anywho's. Jonathan Majors, God bless his heart, was such a sport when being asked about what he thought about Kang being replaced by Doom in the MCU. And his response was, yeah, heartbroken, of course. I love Kang. Dr. Doom is wicked, though. I think it's fair that Mr. Downey is being and has been greeted with patience and curiosity and love. And that Mr. Ezra Miller has also gotten the same treatment, that they're being allowed to work their art and be creative, at their level. And I didn't really get that.
What's Ezra Miller got to do with this?
Basically, and again, he's quoted in Variety for that quote, like the exact quote. Basically, what he's saying is he's really glad that Robert Downey Jr., after being a felon, is getting this opportunity to be in a multi-million-dollar film again, and that Ezra Miller, after being a perfect fucking douchebag of a human being, got to be the Flash again. Well,
Not
sorry,
really
dude.
Comparable.
It's not the same thing. See,
No.
Ezra Miller, they tried hiding all that shit and still made him the Flash. And then when they couldn't hide it anymore, they couldn't not release the Flash anymore. They would have lost too much money. So he will never work in a major motion picture again. Ever. He will not win an Academy Award. He's not going to be forgiven like fucking Roman Polanski, whatever, anything like that. He is fucking blacklisted. He's a child molester. He's a fucking drug addict and a fucking human trafficker. He's not going to work in this fucking business again. You hear me? Never again. See? Anyway, Jonathan Majors, you beat the shit out of a woman in public. It's not the same thing as Robert Downey Jr. shitting on his own career for decades and then deciding to get himself clean because he loved being Iron Man so much. You're not the same fucking person as RDJ. Don't compare yourself to him. Go ahead and keep comparing yourself to Ezra Miller. If you beat women, you can fucking keep hanging out with people that fucking traffic kids like that. That's your thing. Heartbroken. Fuck you. Again, there's my soapbox.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, anyway, the big question after that is going to be, how do they write Kang off? And the word on the street is very simple. He died on his spaceship after End of Ant-Man. I haven't seen the Ant-Man yet, but that saves me the $20.
They should have let Deadpool do it.
Oh, there you go.
Sort of, yes, but golly, and he's tarnishing Kang, and that's the problem. But the actor deserves no more credit in the series. Like, even if they replace him, they're going to say, like, remember when they replaced so and so with this person? Same thing what they did with Terrence Howard. Like, he still gets credit for being in the MCU. Just ignore the fucking guy. Like, what he did was wrong. To fucking compare himself to Robert is also wrong. Like, it's not the same thing. Robert's been a humanitarian and done good things for people. Like, piss off.
My thought was recast Kang as Terrence Howard.
That would also be fun. That would be dope as fuck, actually. A scary Kang. Someone truly capable of being scary.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway. I've never really liked the dude. Oh, there's our roadmap again. I didn't like him when they made him Kang. He didn't fit. Like, the only time I've ever really liked him was his, like, 5-minute performance that he gave in Loki. And after that, I was kind of like, meh. Didn't care. So. And then, let's see here. The last of the Marvel news I have, I know it's a long task, is Agatha is going to be directly competing with the Penguin this September on the 18th and the 19th. Agatha comes out the 18th. Penguin comes out the next day on the 19th. And I got to say, for as much as I want to be like, oh, I'm Team Agatha, I really got to say the Penguin's probably going to be the better time to be had that weekend.
I agree.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're going to be dropping 2 episodes here and then doing their weekly model again, or if they're going to be just dropping the whole thing. But golly, I think the Penguin's going to be your bang worth your money. That's going to be where your money is. Like, that's going to be your bang worth the buck.
Banging bucks.
Yeah, Agatha's going to be maybe cheeky, haha, here and there, but ultimately roll your eyes, predictable, and not rewatchable. Penguin probably will be rewatchable.
Penguin should at least be a quality of some sort. Agatha, I
Mhm.
don't expect to be quality.
No. And for this to actually, Penguin is going to be an actual bridge between the Batman and the Batman 2. So, like, they do have something writing on this. It is going to have continuity. Now, what Agatha turns out to have continuity with after the fact, if anything at all, who knows? We don't even know if they're going to do Midnight Suns at this point yet. Supposedly. Blade November.
We will end up having to see about that.
Yep.
I would like if Agatha introduced Lilith. If they're not going to do that in Blade, but they still need to bring Lilith into the MCU, bring her in now, because she's going to be a dope-ass villain. Just as dope as Mephisto, I think. I think
The
she'll
character
be.
everybody keeps asking for, and they never do.
Well, she could be a second in command, not second in command, but a hors d'oeuvre to Mephisto, and still feel like you got something savage and disgusting and scary.
Okay.
That's what I like about her. She's not make a deal with this and trick you that. She's just let my babies and my creatures and my demons destroy and eat everything all over the earth. That's her only thing, and I like her for that. She's the
Right
mother
on.
of all demons.
Let's do it.
Have you met my wife? You've met my wife.
I've also met your children.
Yes.